Alrighty. How come I'm not seeing us, Drew? There we go. All right. Well, I guess we can't see ourselves, Drew, but welcome to the bounty reveal for ETHDenver 2024. I got to see myself. There we go.
Oh, hey.
Full screen.
Hey there.
Had it on full screen. So, well, welcome everyone to ETHDenver 2024 BUIDLathon bounty reveal. My name is Jason, and I am the bounty steward for ETHDenver. And I'm also joined by my counterpart, Drew, who's the community steward and communication steward for ETHDenver. And we are here, and we're gonna talk about the BUIDLathon today. We're gonna also talk about bounties. We have about 2 hours of video content from all of our sponsors that are putting up bounties for this year. We're at approximately $1 million in the prize pool from bounties. And then there's an additional set of prize pool money from ETHDenver that revolves around the track prizes, as well as some additional prizes that have to do with like VIP Sporkwell tickets for 2025 and a couple other little gifts in there. But welcome. Drew, do you have anything to say?
Let's go. What's going on, everyone? Super excited for this week. I can't believe that Friday is the start of everything. We've been really working hard, like around the clock, all over the world to bring this together. And I'm super thrilled and honored that Jason had asked me to come and do this with you. I'm so excited to show these bounties to the world. And I'm so excited to meet as many of you as possible. So I will see you in the Discord.
Cool. All right. Well, we're going to talk a little bit about some housekeeping, and then we're going to jump right into the bounties. So a couple of important dates. So ETHDenver applications are still open. You can still go to ETHDenver.com and apply to attend the event. You can also go to ETHDenver2024.devfolio.co and apply to BUIDL. So there are 2 different applications that you have to do. There's one for the general event of ETHDenver, and then there's the I actually want to BUIDL, and that's through DevFolio. So from an important date perspective, applications are still open. You're still good to go. We have I think as of this morning, we had about 6,500, 7,000 people based on the general application that say that they are coming to ETHDenver to BUIDL. And then there's a whole nother subset of people, I think it's about 1,000 people right now that are coming to that have actually taken the step to say, hey, I'm going to BUIDL. They applied on DevFolio and they've been accepted, and it's going to be a good year. And that number is just going to keep going every year, usually that last week of before ETHDenver actually begins. That's usually when we see this giant skyrocket of people to where it goes from like 3,000 applications a week to like 5,000 applications a week. So it should be pretty good. Other couple important dates in here is that the bounty reveal, which is today, we're going to go through all the housekeeping. Biddling starts actually on February 23rd at 10 a.m. So there'll be a kickoff that happens in BUIDL Hub. And then the next important date after that is March 1st. So if you are participating as a biddler, you do need to check in with DevFolio down in the mentor space in BUIDL Hub by March 1st at 10 a.m. And then 24 hours later, your projects are due on DevFolio, and that's when the real fun begins. So, and then after that, sponsor judging will happen starting at 10 a.m. on March 2nd, and that will go to approximately 3 p.m. And then at 2 p.m. on March 2nd is when we begin the track judging part. So those are all the people that are participating in ETHDenver's BUIDLathon track. Those will begin at 2, and those should end at 8. And then the top 15 projects that come out of all of the projects that are submitted will then have the opportunity to present their project in front of the entire community on Sunday, March 3rd, which is really the culmination of everything. So it's really fun and really exciting. All right, so next thing. application and registrations. I said this a little bit earlier, but if you want to apply to BUIDL, it's a two-step process. So first, you need to go to ETHDenver.com/apply and actually apply to attend the event, get accepted. Once you have once you've downloaded token proof on your phone and you assigned it to either your email or your wallet address, then you'll be able to go to ETHDenver2024.devfolio.co and sign up to BUIDL. So you do have to have a ticket to actually apply. It's token gated by token proof. So there is a requirement there. Make sure that you are using the same email address that you use for token proof as you use in DevFolio, because your BUIDLer badge is associated to token proof and it's utilizing DevFolio. So pretty important there. Once you come to ETHDenver and you check in at registration, the registration team will remind you that you still need to go down to the mentor desk and check in with DevFolio or the mentorship team that's down on the floor. There will be directions all over the place that point you directly to the mentor desk. So it should be pretty easy to find. So this is the map. And I'm just going to make this full screen here for a moment, Drew. So as you can see, we have a pretty large map this year. Everything that happens for BUIDL Hub is in the top right part of the venue. If you go to ETHDenver.com, you can see the image and you can actually blow it up. But BUIDL Hub is in the event center. It's in the top right area. We have BUIDL tables. There's 3 stages. There's mentor desks. There's whiteboarding space. There's food. There's restrooms. We also this year have the DJ chill room, the blockchain arcade, maker space, blockchain 101, 3D printing. There's all sorts of things. So if you're coming to BUIDL and you want to integrate hardware with your projects, you can also do that. It should be a really great experience for this upcoming year. So let's talk about how the, I hit the wrong button. Let's talk about how the BUIDLathon works from a very high level. So there's 4 essential stages. Stage 1 is basically you deciding how and what your goals are for the event. Maybe you're brand new, you don't have a team coming in, that's fine. There's a lot of people that attend ETHDenver that don't have teams yet that are looking for other people to BUIDL with. So you'll have the opportunity to engage in team formation. The second stage is getting into actually submitting your project. So after the entire week is done and you submitted it, it's now on to the sponsor judges to review. And it's also, if you submitted a project to the tracks, it's up to the community of judges to judge your project to determine who makes it to the top 15. The third stage is a fun one. This one's on Sunday. So anyone that participated that's part of the SportDAO membership, we have a community fair that happens on Sunday in the morning. And that is a place for you to basically set up shop down on a table. All the attendees for ETHDenver can walk around, engage with you to see your project that you built. If they are a SportDAO member, they have 100 votes. And this is for a Spork prize pool that the entire community will basically decide who gets and who wins based off of quadratic voting. And then the fourth and final stage is our top 15 that happens on Sunday. And that is really when you get to present in front of 5 killer judges that are going to be announced very soon. So it's pretty exciting from there. So the next thing is just some important dates that have to do with BUIDLing. So projects are due March 2nd at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. If you haven't been following along for the past couple of weeks, we are now ending on Saturday. We're not ending on Sunday. And there's a lot of reasons for that. I'm not going to go into it too specific here. If you're interested in getting into that, there is a video that we did a couple weeks ago on the best practices where we actually talk about those things. Sponsored judging happens from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday, March 2nd. ETHDenver track judging happens from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then there's the BUIDL What's Next mini summit that's happening on Saturday from 10 to 2. Announcement about that very shortly. The community fair is on Sunday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then the top 15 is from 2 to 5. All right, quickly on the team formation, tracks, and bounties. So for ETHDenver 2025, we have 5 tracks. We have the identity and privacy track. We have the infrastructure and scalability track. We have DeFi, NFTs, and gaming track, DAOs and communities track, and the impact and public goods track. So these are tracks that are based and focused on if you want to present your project in front of the larger community at ETHDenver, you can select one individual track to participate in, and it's your way to get on the stage. All right, let's talk about team formation. So team formation this year has changed very slightly. If you are coming to ETHDenver and you just want to focus on working on sponsor bounties, you are now allowed to BUIDL as a solo member. You can work on up to 10 individual bounties across the entire pool. So there are currently 117 bounties available across about 52 sponsors at ETHDenver. So you can work on 10 of them and submit them as part of your project as a solo builder. It does not mean that you can work on 10 bounties for a single sponsor. It's the entire pool. Then we also have multi-projects or multi-team projects. And this is for those of you that want to be on a team of 2 to 4, but you want to work on multiple projects or multiple sponsor bounties as individual projects. So maybe you want to work on the Chainlink bounty and you're going to create a project on that. And then maybe you want to create a different project that's around NFTs and you want to take someone else's bounty. You can do that. And those are all things that you can do within the individual multi-project team. Then there's ETHDenver's One Focus project. Now, this is our preference. It's our preference because we want builders to collaborate with each other. We're all about, we believe that in order to build the decentralized future, we have to do it together. It's not something that you do alone. So we do have this preference of focusing on one project. Now, it doesn't restrict you from the amount of bounties that you could submit. You can still submit up to 10 bounties. You just are working on one individual project, and you're selecting one of those 5 tracks that I just mentioned a moment ago, and that's how you get up on the stage. So if you are a part of a solo build or you are on a multi-team project, you cannot participate in the track judging. You can only focus in on sponsor bounties. If you want to present on the stage, you have to be on one team, a team of 2 to 4, with the exception that if you have a UI UX expert, that's entirely all that they're focusing on, then you can have a team of 2 to 5. But the way to get to the main stage is by working on a team. And if you want more details, we did get into that a little bit more. You can go to the BUIDLathon YouTube page and you can look up the best practices video. We talk about that a little bit further there. So a couple important rules, because this comes up every year. As it relates to pre-existing projects, you can certainly work on it. All the code that you are working on for the ETHDenver has to be brand new. And if you are choosing to go this route, instead of coming up with a brand new idea with maybe a different set of people, or maybe it's even your team members that you already work with, if you are going to use a pre-existing project, you do have to get approval. So strongly encourage you to come down to the BUIDL Hub mentor desk and request to basically submit a proposal of saying, this is what we're going to do. This is the new feature that we're going to build. We just want to be very clear on what is new and what is old. The other big one is that this is an event. So we want you to be here at ETHDenver. We want you to participate in the BUIDLathon, actually enjoy the experience. So you do need to check in down at the mentor desk by 10 a.m. on March 1st to participate. We don't want to encourage the person to just show up on March 2nd to present their project. We want you to actually participate in some way at ETHDenver. All right, let's talk about bounty categories. So as I said earlier, we have about 115 bounties, which is a lot. So it's kind of difficult to like go through and figure out which one you want to work on. So in 2023, we introduced this idea of categories, and we organized them so that you would be able to easily identify the ones that make the most sense to you. So we have bounties that focus on like feature integrations. So this is getting into like using a protocol or adapt to create a standalone experiment. There's launching a MVP on testnet or mainnet. So if you have more of like a startup vibe and you want to like launch a project, you can use that. We have the meaningful open source contribution. So if you're really into public goods and wanting to support the general ecosystem, you have that. We have the early stage startup bounties. And this is like if you're looking for like the grants and the investment opportunities, these bounties tend to include directions on how to get additional funding post ETHDenver. In some cases, they might even fast track you into programs. And I know that some of them, having read them all, range from 10,000 to 5 million in potential possibility. So if you are a startup and you're looking to like just get additional funding, there could be a great avenue for you there. And then there's the Web3 security bounty. And these are bounties that are just focused more on bugs and things like that. Kind of fun. All right. Let's get into what we are all here for, really, is the bounties. So what I'm going to do now is there's a series of pre-recorded videos that we have from all of our sponsors. And these videos are just going to play one after another. I can tell you that this entire video is going to take about 2 hours of video content. After this, we will then just come back on, wrap it up. And then at that point in time, that's when all the bounties will go live on the website. So with that, here we go, and enjoy.
Hey ETHDenver, we're Zirkit, a fully EVM-compatible zero-knowledge rollup, and we have $17,000 in bounties up for grabs. As part of our testnet phase, these bounties are intended to give us insight into the network, build our ecosystem, and inspire others to use Zirkit or integrate their own tools. We have 4 different bounty categories. First up, with a $5,000 bounty, we have the best social dApps. Hack your way to fame by bringing people together on Zirkit. Build the best social dApp with lower fees than Ethereum. The dApp should get people talking and connected, but how it does that is up to you. Second, with a $4,000 bounty, we have the Zirkit Analytics infrastructure. Build some on or off-chain analytics for the traffic on Zirkit. It can involve the bridge, gas spending, active nodes on the network, deployed smart contracts, or anything else. We want to see you bring your best data science skills to help visualize the Zirkit ecosystem. Third, with a $3,000 bounty, we have Zirkit integrations. Bring wallets, dev tools, bridges, or any other dApp to Zirkit. The integration should be correct and functional, but doesn't need to be complicated. And lastly, with a $5,000 bounty and special recognition, we have the best overall projects on Zirkit. This bounty is for the best dApp that doesn't fit our other bounty categories. The project should be well built and tested and have compelling use case. We will be judging this based on completeness, usefulness, execution, and creativity. Completeness and execution are the most important. This means that the project should be as close to functional as possible and engineered properly. Ideally, there are good test cases, designs for complicated use cases, and other supporting documentation. We encourage you to design something that resonates with and benefits a wide audience, so keep that in mind. Here at Zirkit, we're always looking for the best and brightest builders to join us in developing the best possible rollup. If you submit a project and are looking for a blockchain development or cryptographer role, get in touch. We look forward to seeing your submissions.
GM, fellow hackers, my name is Angus Tukey and I'm here with the Chronicle video for ETHDenver 2024. What is Chronicle? So Chronicle is an oracle. And if you don't know what an oracle effectively is like a bridge. It brings data from off-chain to on-chain projects and dApps and allows them to permissionlessly utilize that data in real time. So the most used use case for oracles right now would be DeFi dApps and projects. What is so different about Chronicle then? So Chronicle is actually right now the second largest Oracle protocol by total value secured. And that is because we are the Oracle protocol of MakerDAO. We started life as the first ever Oracle on Ethereum when MakerDAO invented the Oracle for the creation of DAI. And then many iterations later, we and many years later, we have evolved into what is now Chronicle, a standalone Oracle protocol that launched as a brand for the first time in September of 2023 last year. So if you haven't heard of Chronicle yet, we forgive you. It's still quite new. But the tech stack and the oracles have been around for a very, very long time. Now, what is so interesting and different about Scribe? Scribe is the new type of Oracle architecture that we have spent the last 2 years engineering. And what Scribe does is it basically brings the cost of updating an Oracle down by over 80% versus the leading Oracle provider and 60% versus some of the other competing Oracle providers as well. So it brings that gas cost down, which is one of the most prohibitive things right now for oracles. Oracles cost a lot to operate, particularly when the blockchain is congested, like we see during periods of very high usage, like bull runs. Chronicle has been able to bring that gas cost right down with Scribe. And this is fantastic for builders as it allows them to build with oracles that truly scale, that can update regularly and provide more up-to-date and accurate data as a result. The second really interesting thing about Scribe is that we've made all of the data verifiable. So you can hop onto the Chronicle, which is our on-chain dashboard, and you can see exactly where the data has been, where it came from, you can understand the context of how that data or how that final value that the Oracle reports, say we're talking about price, for example, was that final price defined? And the Chronicle will show you exactly which exchanges the Oracle went to gather price data, and then how it came, how the data model effectively worked out the final price or the final value that the Oracle then reported and posted on chain. We believe that this is really important for oracles to have this level of transparency, and we're very excited to be able to launch Scribe that brings the cost of oracles down by such a vast amount, but also it increases the transparency of oracles at the same time. Now we're here at ETHDenver 2024 because we want to see what you can build with our price feed oracles. Right now, that's all we have available is our price feed oracles. We have a nice selection across many different blockchains for you to choose from. And we're looking for the most creative use of one of our price feed oracles. So you must utilize the Oracle Smart Contract. We won't be accepting just reading the Oracle off chain. And we're looking for the most innovative and creative use cases of one of those oracles. We do have a very interesting RWA oracle in there as well, but there's also a vast array of your typical cryptocurrency oracles as well. So hackers, get BUIDLing, and if you need any help, please just reach out to the team. We'll be happy to assist.
Hi, my name is Dennis. I lead developer experience at ZetaChain, and I want to introduce you to the project and the bounties we have at ETHDenver. So what is ZetaChain? ZetaChain is a simple, fast, and secure omni-chain blockchain. It provides a platform for developers to deploy contracts that you can deploy once but access from all connected chains. This results in fewer transactions, fewer fees, and much safer, better user experience. ZetaChain provides two features, essentially. One is cross-chain messaging, where you can send arbitrary data between connected EVM chains. So one contract on Polygon, for example, can send a message to a contract on Ethereum. The second feature is omni-chain contracts, where you deploy a single contract to ZetaChain, and any user from any connected chain can deposit tokens into this omni-chain contract and withdraw tokens to any number of connected chains. So, for example, it's super easy to implement a cross-chain swap, or basically any DeFi applications where users from Bitcoin, for example, can deposit BTC into a contract and withdraw tokens on other chains. ZetaChain is built on top of Cosmos Tech, and it's fully EVM compatible. So everything all the developers tools that you use can be used on ZetaChain. So you write your contracts in Solidity, and it's actually very easy to do. So we have two bounties at ETHDenver. One is for best omni-chain contract, and this includes contracts that are compatible with Bitcoin. We encourage developers to look into that. And best use of cross-chain messaging, where we encourage developers to build contracts that deal with NFTs or arbitrary data. So right now, omni-chain contracts support fungible tokens, and cross-chain messaging supports arbitrary data. So it's really up to you what to build, but we have some ideas. You can build DeFi products, specifically ones that integrate with Bitcoin. I think it's a very interesting area to explore. You can build aggregators, intent-centric apps, restaking, data availability, any kind of applications related to gaming, identity. So pretty much anything can be built. The whole idea is to leverage the omni-chain technology that ZetaChain provides to build something unique, useful, and valuable for users of, not only for ZetaChain users, but also for users from connected chains. So we're very excited to welcome you at this event, and we hope to see interesting projects. It's very exciting. So looking forward to seeing you guys build something amazing on top of Zeta Chain. Thank you so much. See ya.
Hey guys, this is Jessica, developer advocate at ZeroX. And today I'm excited to share with you what we do at ZeroX and some information about the bounty that we'll be offering at ETHDenver this year. At ZeroX, we focus on simplifying how apps and end users access DEX markets. Since 2017, we started with the ZeroX protocol and currently offer a suite of APIs and the infrastructure that help developers build powerful trading products for their end users. We power the trading behind many of the projects you use and love, including Coinbase Wallet, MetaMask, Phantom, DYDX, and many more. So why are we focused on this area? Well, at ZeroX, we believe that all forms of value will eventually become tokenized and settle on chain. This means that moving in and out of tokens will become a default for every interaction. So why push users off to a third party when the process to swap in and out of tokens can and should take place within your own app? Moreover, as more forms of value are becoming tokenized, this liquidity is increasingly more and more fragmented across different chains and ecosystems. If you just want to make one swap from one token to another, you have to consider many questions, such as which blockchain to consider, which of the hundreds of liquidity sources should I look into, how do I prevent getting hit by MEV, and how do I consider gas costs, and on and on. This is only getting more challenging as the space continues to grow. So ZeroX is here as the middleware that provides information to other applications to build upon. And the way we do this is with our suite of APIs. Specifically, we have two trading APIs, so Swap API and TX Relay, as well as Price API. So let me dive quickly into these three APIs because the bounty will require integrating at least one of these. So Swap API is our flagship API, and what it allows you to do is quickly enable crypto trading directly in your app. So help your users find the best price out there. The way it works is similar to how Google Flights will search across different sources to find you the best airline prices. Well, Swap API quickly searches across multi-chains, multi-hops, and different sources and factors in gas costs to help you find the best price for a token swap. The next API is TX Relay API. TX Relay API provides a gasless trading experience. This means when end users are going to make a swap, they don't have to hold the native token in order to pay gas or pay the allowance. So this one is perfect for onboarding both non-crypto native users as well as giving crypto native users a much more pleasant experience. So the last one is Price API. So this is when you just need the price for a certain exchange and you don't need to make the swap. Price API offers real-time prices for any token pairs across 5 million tokens and across 9 different chains, getting you the best pricing to power high-frequency data requests. So to sum it up, why use ZeroX? Well, we handle all the routing and the backend infrastructure to help provide the best price and the smoothest trade experience for you and your end users. Also, using ZeroX allows you to easily monetize your app on swaps that are going through it. Let's take a look at the bounties and project ideas. For the bounties, we're looking for projects that help simplify DeFi using any one of ZeroX's APIs. We'll be offering prizes totaling $10,000, awarding first, second, and third place, as well as categories for seamless UX, most innovative, and most scalable. Additionally, winners are going to be provided an opportunity to partner with ZeroX for marketing opportunities. To help provide a framework for different types of projects, we're asking that all projects fall into one of these 4 categories. The first one is token on and off ramps. For this one, rather than fiat to crypto, think crypto to crypto. So if an end user is going into your application and they don't have the required token, well, embedding swap into your application allows them to easily swap in and out of required tokens. Projects that could fall into this category include lending, perps, derivatives, and many more. Second category is gaming and NFT infra. This opportunity is for NFT marketplaces or games where swapping in and out of tokens is required. The third category is trading automation, tools, and infrastructure. So this could include projects such as trading bots, bridges with Swap API, swapping in and out tokens across different chains, solvers, or index rebalancing. And if your project wants to use one of ZeroX APIs but doesn't fall into any of the above categories, definitely come talk to us either on ZeroX Discord or at our booth. We'd be happy to talk through your idea. And with that, I'm going to wrap up this presentation, and thanks for your time. You can reach out to me or ZeroX at our Twitter and Warpcast handles here. Scan this QR code for build resources, and with that, happy building, and see you at our booth at ETHDenver.
Last 10 million token airdrop. Connect your wallet to qualify. Seems legit. Who is it? Frank, are you expecting anyone? What the? Sup? Who are you? I'm you. Who? How? Can't you see from how much older I am? I'm from the future. Really? How far into the future? March. Wait, as in March 2024? Uh-huh. Yep. So you only time traveled a month? Listen, time is relative. I don't have much time. Can I please come into my own house at least? Yeah, sure. Make yourself at home, I guess. Ooh, finally back home. What's up, Frank? All right, sit down. We don't have much time. Okay, what's up? I just came back from ETHDenver, okay? It was an amazing event. So many cool people, amazing conference, and best of all, the hackathon. Dude, the hackathon, you have no idea how many talented builders were at the hackathon, all right? Someone at the hackathon invented time travel. That's how I'm here, by the way. And the reason I came back is to tell you that we need to make sure our bounties are on point. We need to make them irresistible, okay? So I took the liberty of putting together a video that I think you should send the organizers, all right? I'm gonna show it to you. Uh-huh, okay. Hey everyone, this is Andrea from Story Protocol. Greetings from LA on this beautiful January day. I want to take some time to walk you through all the amazing bounties that we have for you. But first, what is Story Protocol? Much like Git and GitHub revolutionized the way that we write and share code, Story Protocol is revolutionizing the way that we register and share intellectual property. Anyone can register their work on a decentralized IP graph, and anyone else can come, abide by the licenses that the author sets, and remix that work and create a whole chain of attribution. We put together 5 amazing bounties that I think you'll love for the hackathon. Let's dive right in. All right, so hope to see you all there, and it's gonna be awesome. Trust me, I know. Pretty cool, right? I know, I made it. Okay, what time is it? Oh, okay, it's getting late. I really have to go. Wait. So you got everything? Okay. What's the Bitcoin price? Oh, yeah, the Bitcoin price is... Oh.
Hi, I'm Richard, one of the developer advocates here at Chainlink Labs. Today, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about what Chainlink is and the bounties that we have going on. So first of all, what is Chainlink? Chainlink solves what's called the Oracle problem. We have a distributed Oracle network. That's a distributed network of Oracle nodes that basically mirrors any of the blockchain's distributed validator networks. Using that distributed Oracle network, we can provide off-chain data on-chain. Blockchains traditionally have a problem with what's called non-deterministic values. Anything where there's a value that depends on other things such as time or location. Those can be problematic for blockchains because all those validators, they need to reach the same value. Chainlink solves that problem by having a distributed Oracle network. So not only do you have an Oracle, which brings that off-chain data on-chain, but we do it in a distributed fashion so that you maintain the distributed reliability of a blockchain. Now, what do we provide? First of all, we provide automation that lets you automate your smart contracts. You can do this with either time-based automations running at a specific time or cadence, or activity-based automations that, based on the features of the smart contract, will run when a specific event happens. Secondly, we provide data feeds and data streams. That's bringing that off-chain data on-chain. Think about pricing information. Next, we provide VRF, or verifiable randomness functions. These allow you to have verified random numbers brought on-chain so that your users can know that the numbers are truly random. There's also Chainlink functions. Chainlink functions gives your smart contracts access to cloud compute infrastructure. That's right, Any code that you want to run, you can run in Chainlink functions. Whether that's a complex computation or an API call, you can run that code through Chainlink functions. And finally, there's Chainlink Cross-Chain Interoperability Protocol, or CCIP, which allows you to send data or tokens between blockchains. Now, we're talking about bounties. What do we have? We have 2 different tracks for the bounty program this year. The first is going to be related to Chainlink CCIP. It's new. We want to see what you build with it. So if your project uses Chainlink CCIP, you can be part of that track. The second track is based on all of our other services. So if you use any of our other services, you'll be eligible for that. Now, you may be wondering, can I be eligible for both tracks? The answer is yes, you can. You can be eligible for both tracks, you just can't win both tracks. So if you win one of our bounties in one of the tracks, you won't be eligible for the other track. Now, when it comes to those bounties, what are we offering? We have 5 prizes for each track of $2,000 each. That's a total of 10 prizes across the 2 different tracks. I'm looking forward to seeing what you build.
Hi there, my name is Bianca Buza. I'm head of DevRel at Laxo, and in this video I would like to present to you Laxo's ETHDenver bounties. Before we start, a short introduction on what is Laxo. Laxo, it's a layer 1 for creative economy, so anything like decentralized social media, music, creatives, this is your place to be. You might ask yourself, yet another layer 1, why? And to answer that, I want to first make a stop and talk about some of the fundamental problems the blockchain space has right now. And those problems derive from the root cause that the blockchain account is a key. So because it's a key, if you lose it, all your assets are gone. Also, it can't react on anything because it has no logic associated. You can't change its password. It's either you have your seed phrase or you don't. It has no permission control, and it requires the blockchain native token in order to do anything. And this can be quite challenging, especially for a newcomer that just onboarded on ecosystem. It can even take up to a few days for them to make their first transaction in order for their account to get funded. Now, Laxo's solution to these challenges is the blockchain-based account. We call it on Laxo Universal Profile, and it's a smart contract-based account. You can see here one of my universal profiles. So as you can observe, it offers very much a Web2-like experience. I was able to add a profile picture, a cover photo, tags. I can even go ahead and add some links. It also has upgradable security, and even more, I can have granular permissions added to my universal profiles. So for example, for some of the devices and keys associated with my universal profile, I can offer them more permissions and more controls, whether with others, I can be more restrictive. It also allows me to react on incoming assets because now I get notified every time I receive an asset in my universal profile. And it offers a gasless experience. So for someone that just created their first universal profile, they don't need to hold any sort of token to pay their gas fees. They can start interacting with the blockchain straight away, and their gas fees will be subsidized by the Laxo Relay service. Now, when it comes to the building blocks of Laxo, those are LSPs, or Laxo Standard Proposals. And you can think of them similar to ERCs on Ethereum, just with a richer set of features. I would like now to go ahead and present to you the ETHDenver bounties. We have a total of 50K for grabs, spread across 4 bounties. The first one is build DAO infrastructure using universal profile. Build a dApp using universal profiles. The third one, and my favorite one, build a transaction relay service. And last but not least, universal profile management tools. In terms of the bounty team, we have Fabian, co-founder and chief blockchain architect, Hugo from the tech lead, Clara, our growth manager, myself from the DevRel team, Andreas, our principal engineer, and Jean, our smart contract lead. We would like to wish you best of luck with your projects, and we look forward to seeing what you're building.
Welcome to API 3's ETHDenver bounty videos. We provide first-party oracles for your smart contract needs. Breaking down our bounties, we have two different bounties, one for $5,000, which is build a modification on a borrow lending dApp to reallocate the liquidation profits captured using a searcher bot on API 3's OEV network. I know that's a lot to take in, but we'll explain it more in detail in just a bit. We also have a $6,000 bounty to maximize the profit to a dApp and the searcher team from the OEV, which is Oracle Extractable Value Network. Let's break it down. So build a modification on a borrow lending dApp. We want you to distribute the liquidation profits in the most meaningful way. So we are going to provide you with the searcher bot example in our resources section. We're also going to use that for our workshop. You don't have to modify the search bot at all. You just use the given tool. We can provide a basic borrow lending example as well. So your team's job is to modify the smart contract to distribute the funds. So we're not looking for you to build a borrow lending dApp, but to add features to it. Our focus is how you distribute the recaptured value. A few ideas is to fund public goods. Show us how. Don't just put it in a smart contract wallet or a wallet and then distribute later. Show us how you're going to redistribute those funds. For example, how would you fund it through Gitcoin automatically? We want to reward current stakers or lenders. Give a bonus to the current providers of liquidity. If there is a liquidation event, reward your users. Or you could lower the penalty of a liquidation event. Instead of the usual 5 to 10% penalty, lower it to incentivize more borrowing on your dApp. Here are the prize breakdowns. First place gets $2,500. Second place gets $1,500. Third place gets $1,000. And just a reminder, you must use the OEV network to capture the value. Next one is the maximize profit to a dApp and searcher team. Your only task is to maximize the value gained. You will be creating your own searcher bot. You can modify the example one or rebuild it in any popular language like Rust or Python. We will supply a mock oracle with a liquidable position. Your team's goal is to get as much value from that liquidation cost back to the dApp and the team as possible. Your team's goal is to get as much value from the liquidation cost back to the dApp and the team as possible. You can't max out the auctions to win the bid because then there will be no profit. So there's a bit of a strategy involved. And again, you must use the OEV network to get this liquidation. Prizes are $2,500 for the first place. Second place is $1,500. Third place is $1,000. And we also have a special fourth runner-up. It's $1,000 for continuous optimization. If there are a few teams that maximize their position early on in the game, we don't want you to lose hope. We want you to keep trying different strategies to maximize those positions. Those that continuously optimize their code and get better results with each iteration will be qualified for the fourth runner-up. Again, we must use the OEV network to capture the value. You can join our community, check out our GitHub, check out our forums, and our Discord.
Hello there, ETHDenver. We are Hedera and we're super excited to be part of this vibrant community as a sponsor for 2024. If you're new to Hedera, we are a public layer 1 network that is open source, EVM compatible, and leaderless. And we're also the most sustainable public network on the market today. Now for developers, Hedera gives you services and APIs that are fast and environmentally friendly with low predictable costs. And you can use these Hedera services to build reliable and scalable dApps that exceed user demands and help you stay competitive. So you can use Solidity smart contracts with EVM tools. You can tokenize anything on Hedera with or without using smart contracts. And you can even use the Hedera consensus service like a decentralized messaging bus for public notarizing and timestamping of events. Now, that's all cool, but we're not just about great technology. We're also about community and collaboration. So that brings us to ETHDenver. And this year, we're thrilled to announce a prize pool with a total value of $30,000 for our bounty program. These bounties are designed to inspire you and challenge you to use your creativity and all your technical skills. We have bounties for first-time builders and beginners to help them get started with Web3 and blockchain development, for experienced smart contract devs to tackle and solve problems in DeFi, and bounties for exceptional ecosystem integrations for teams that identify gaps and business opportunities in the Hedera ecosystem. So be sure to check out all the details about these bounties on the BUIDLathon platform, or just check with any of our team members who will be there. Now, remember to have fun and make lots of connections and great memories. It's not just about the prizes, right? It's also about making an impact and being part of a community that is building the future of decentralized technology. So join our bounties, come by the education floor, and meet our team, and let's make history together at ETHDenver 2024. See you soon.
Hello ETHDenver 2024. We're Union Labs and we're excited to present a bounty that's all about connecting Ethereum and Cosmos. So let's take a moment and explore IBC everywhere. At Union Labs, we're building the sovereign interoperability layer bridging Cosmos and Ethereum and beyond. Today we're presenting a bounty that encourages ingenuity with IBC everywhere. Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to build a cross-chain dApp using Union's infrastructure. NFTs, DeFis, or something completely different. It's up to you. No pressure. Just have fun with it. We're offering $2,500 in prizes, with 2 projects getting a piece of the pie. First place takes home $1,500, and second place receives $1,000. That means 2 opportunities to shine. But it's not just about the cash. Successful projects might open the door to additional grant opportunities with Union Labs. So let's collaborate and build something awesome together. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Your dApp needs 2 smart contracts. One in Cosmosm on Union testnet and one in Solidity on Sepolia testnet. What problem would you solve using this connection? And what is something new you could do with this technology? Let's see what you come up with. About the design stuff, we want your UI to be user-friendly. MetaMask integration, status updates, handling errors smoothly, and if you throw in a light dark mode, that's a bonus. We're keeping it simple. A good UI, solid integrations with Union and Sepolia, a secure protocol, and make sure that your smart contracts are feature-packed. Easy peasy. Explore the research links submitted with our bounty description. Let's make coding an adventure. And that's the lockdown on our IBC Everywhere bounty. It's time to get those creative juices flowing and show us what you've got. Happy coding! We can't wait to see what awesomeness you bring to our table.
Hi, I'm Matt Hamilton, a developer advocate at Protocol Labs. You probably know us for IPFS, the Interplanetary File System, used by projects across the world for storing data. And as of this year, actually in space. Yes, we got an IPFS node launched on a satellite. How cool is that? We are also well known for Filecoin, the world's largest cryptocurrency-powered storage network. Now we're taking blockchains interplanetary, with the introduction of Interplanetary Consensus, or IPC, a breakthrough in Web3 scalability aiming for planetary scale performance. IPC isn't just another blockchain technology. It's about creating scalable infrastructure that supports vast, efficient networks, overcoming current blockchain limitations by enabling infinitely scalable, customizable, and interoperable Web3 applications. Imagine a network not as a single entity, but as a tree of subnets, each with its own consensus mechanism, capable of operating at different speeds and scales, from data centers to interplanetary distances. IPC enables these subnets to communicate, share security, and operate with a flexibility unheard of in current blockchains. It allows for application-specific networks, enhancing privacy and introducing ephemeral networks for temporary tasks. With IPC, scalability is twofold: horizontally, by adding more networks, and vertically, through deeper integration of subnets, offering unprecedented customization for developers. Developers can leverage IPC to build applications that were previously unimaginable, thanks to its modular architecture and support for adding custom virtual machines, custom actors, and custom syscalls. We're excited to announce a total bounty of $15,000 here at ETHDenver for hackers building on top of IPC and Filecoin. Are you interested in cross-subject messaging? If so, then we have a bounty for the most meaningful deployment of a dApp on a newly launched custom subnet utilizing GMP, General Message Passing. Is decentralized compute more your thing? We have a bounty for the best deployment to IPC-powered testnets for computational use cases. Or do you want to customize your subnet and add in specific functionality you can't find elsewhere? We have a bounty for the best use of custom syscalls or built-in actors to extend the Filecoin virtual machine. All three of those bounties will require you to know or learn Rust and to work quite deeply on building within IPC. If, however, that's a stretch too far, we have a fourth, more general bounty for most impactful dApp or tooling built with the Filecoin virtual machine on Filecoin. The future of Web3 scalability is here with interplanetary consensus. Be a part of this revolution. We look forward to seeing what you build at ETHDenver.
My name is Raj Brahmbhatt and I'm the founder and CEO of Zebu. And at Zebu, we are making all things TradFi into DeFi. With ETHDenver coming up, I would like to invite you to participate in our hackathon. Learn about the Zebu ecosystem and help us grow it. And while you do it, fight for the top 3 spots within the hackathon where we're giving away massive prizes. And as a whole, every dev that participates within the hackathon can get something out of it, whether it's monetary, knowledge, or prizes. As Zebu, we are extremely community focused and dev driven. Along with our hackathon, Zebu Labs will be there actively looking for talent, assessing startups, and seeing what you guys bring into the ecosystem with you. We want to enable as many of you as possible to build on top of the Zebu protocol and showcase your ability to utilize the Zebu token within your product, startup, and ecosystem. So Zebu Labs will soon make an announcement of the grants it plans on making to anyone utilizing the Zebu token for their product, and we will actively look for that talent at ETHDenver. Along with that, as Zebu is a community and growth focused company, we have also donated a booth, so please visit it, look at the QR code. I would love for you to become an ambassador, understand all things Zebu, breathe Zebu, and live Zebu. It's telecom today, rest of the world tomorrow. See you all.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Seller Foundation sponsorship at ETHDenver Hackathon. So in this video, I'll explain bounties at ETHDenver. So bounty title is building for the fastest growing consumer wallet, and it falls under early stage startup category. So we are on a hunt for talented developers to create crypto applications for African market, specifically using MiniPay. So what is MiniPay? MiniPay is a mobile stable based non-custodial wallet that is already reached around more than 1.2 million users in Africa. And the good thing is this wallet is created by Opera, which is one of the most used browser in Africa. And MiniPay sits inside the Opera browser. Exciting reward awaits for you. And we have total $6,000 in bounties, $5,000 for the first place and $1,000 for the second place for building best MiniPay app. To win this prize, all you have to do is build a working MVP, utilize developer mode inside MiniPay wallet, and maintain a steady commit trail and just document your process. That's all. Now let's deep dive into MiniPay. Like, what is MiniPay? So if you want to know more about it, just go to opera.com/product/MiniPay. MiniPay is a game changer mobile wallet that empowers users with stable-based, non-custodial, payment-focused features. And MiniPay, with the help of Opera, is creating an ecosystem of Web3 products open to the millions of users in Africa. So let's talk about what does success means in this hackathon. Success means addressing real-world problems, showcasing innovative Web3 technology applications, and providing a working prototype using developer mode. That's all. And if you have smart contracts, yeah, make sure to deploy your smart contracts on Celo testnet or mainnet. That's a requirement. Remember, MiniPay app should be a mobile friendly app, should have a good UX and a seamless integration with the provider that MiniPay provides. And talking about our judging criteria, we would favor comprehensive MVPs, and we'll look for consumer-oriented crypto applications and projects with potential for real-world implications and impacts. So yeah, by participating in this bounty, you'll be contributing to fastest growing application in Web3 and potentially changing the lives of millions of users in Africa. The possibilities are endless, to be honest. And if you take an example, the possibilities are from creating a stable yield application to finance tool to crowdfunding. I mean, the sky is the limit. So yeah, be creative. Happy hacking. Thank you.
So hi everyone, this is Harry from the Oasis protocol, and I'm very excited to talk to you about the hackathon at ETHDenver. So as you may know, or as you're just finding out, we're awarding big prizes for applications that build on Oasis Sapphire and the Oasis privacy layer. So that's right, there's 2 prize pools, the top 3 projects of each, so that's 6 winning projects overall. We'll get, for the first place, as much as $6,000, for third place, at least $3,000. And it's not just prizes. The Oasis Protocol Foundation will help you turn your winning hackathon project into something more fully fledged with support from our wonderful marketing and engineering teams. We also have a grant program and are investing heavily into the ecosystem through that. But what are the 2 prize pools? What is Oasis Sapphire and the Oasis privacy layer, and what kind of things can you build? So Oasis Sapphire is a confidential EVM. It's the first mainnet fully privacy-enabled EVM compatible chain. That means you can create smart contracts which have private data. They have their own secrets that not even the deployers or the nodes or the contract author can access. There's also end-to-end encryption between the DApp and the user and the smart contracts themselves. So to be eligible for this prize, your contracts must be deployed on Sapphire. Secondly, there's the Oasis privacy layer. So behind the scenes, there's a message passing bridge and a token bridge that lets contracts on many EVM-compatible networks talk to contracts on Sapphire. So you'll have a contract on Sapphire and a contract on another chain, and they can talk to each other via messages. It's really just that simple. And to be eligible for this prize, you must use the Oasis privacy layer message passing bridge and have contracts both deployed on Sapphire and another chain. So winning entries, they must be open source and have a good README file, a demo video. If it's something browser-based, you have to be deployed somewhere public so we can get to it. And if you're making a native app that includes command line programs, they must be packaged so it's easy to build and run. And please double check the rules and the guidance before you start. So what can you build? Well, there's lots of different things. You can make loot boxes with a built-in RNG. You can create a privacy-aware standards with a demo like an ERC, or just use the call encryption for MEV and to prevent gas wars, or you can do key management, and lots of trustless cryptography becomes a lot easier when you have contracts that are confidential. And remember, it's not just about privacy. And secondly, we have many precompiles available. So we've got the support for the K1 curve and the R1 curve. We've got ED25519 and elliptic curve Diffie-Hellman. We've got key generation for those curves, along with a cryptographically secure random number generator, along with signing, verification, encryption, and decryption. So have fun building. We'll see you in Denver, and please check out the resources provided. They're very sufficient. Thank you.
Hello everybody, this is Francesco Androli. I'm part of the DevRel team at Consensus. I'm super excited to come to ETHDenver. I will be supporting any developer all the way at the hackathon around MetaMask Snaps, SDK, and most importantly, everything that you want to deploy on Linea.
Hey guys, this is Mirko. I'm excited to see all of you in Denver. Please come to say hi to me and the rest of MetaMask and Linea team.
Hi, I'm Marcy. I'm on the Phosphor team and excited to support you at ETHDenver.
My name is Eric and I'm the DevRel for the MetaMask SDK and API. And I can't wait to get out to Denver and see you guys hacking.
My name is Ziad Saab. I'm the DevRel for MetaMask Snaps, a platform that allows you to customize your MetaMask. And I'm very excited to see you at ETHDenver.
So I'm looking forward to ETHDenver and see you guys hacking. Bye.
And I'm Emily, DevRel for Linea. So excited to support you guys at the Hackathon. So what do we all do, right? So we've got MetaMask SDK. So the SDK allows you to seamlessly connect MetaMask Mobile to your dApp, really improving those UX experiences, right? Linea is an EVM equivalent ZK rollup. So what that offers you is security through ZK tech, right? EVM equivalent. So your developer experience is exactly the same. If you're using Hardhat, Foundry, absolutely the same. The other piece too that's really cool about Linea is we are embedded, or we're bootstrapped by that consensus ecosystem. So you have the power of MetaMask, Infura, Bezu, all of that kind of feeding into the Linea ecosystem, right? Verax, which is a public good launched on Linea, which can be launched on actually any EVM chain, is a shared public attestation registry. So essentially what this allows us to do is make a lot of attestations. So data that might be of public interest, like what's your GitLab account, other things that allow you to make really composable identities coming from reputation, from I don't know, things like proof of humanity and other kind of really creative things that I'm super excited to see you guys do. The other product too, we have Phosphor. So Phosphor allows you to build really exciting NFT experiences for any end user in minutes, right? And last but not least, like MetaMask Snaps, a way to extend your MetaMask experience in your wallet, allowing you to do things like supporting non-EVM chains, as well as getting like transaction insights and all these other really cool things. So in total, we have 20K in bounties. There's a lot of opportunity to combine everything together, a huge design space. So I'm really excited to see you guys build. And yeah, have a great time and a really productive week.
Welcome to Risk Zero Bounty Overview. I'm Irina from Risk Zero, and I'm DevRel. So first we'll go through who we are, who is Risk Zero. Then we'll go through our bounty allocation, our use cases that we are looking for. I'll share some useful links with you and tell you date and time of our workshop. So let's get started. Risk Zero is built on open source ZKVM that allows developers to write verifiable applications without any math degree or learning domain-specific languages. ZKVM is truly general purpose, enabling developers to prove correct execution of arbitrary Rust code. On top of ZKVM, we've built Bonsai, a powerful decentralized proving network, allowing ZK proof generation of very large computations that were not possible to do before. And just for ETHDenver, we have created the ZK coprocessor that enables Ethereum developers to build smart contracts on Ethereum while offloading expensive computations to off-chain ZK coprocessor. And then verifiable results will be sent back to Ethereum smart contract. And we use ZK snags, so which is very small proof allowing on-chain verification. So no matter what's your ZK skill level, we invite you to hack on Risk Zero products. So we award $15,000 to at most top 10 projects that will build application using Risk Zero ZKVM or Bonsai proving service. And we award $10,000 to at most 7 projects that build applications using ZK coprocessor. If the projects are equally outstanding, we split the price equally between the projects. If one project or several projects stand out from other top projects, then those projects will get at least double the amount. So we want to see flooding of these expensive computations to ZKVM Bonsai or Bonsai proving service or ZKVM verifiable computation or generation of ZK proofs. So the main focus is on infrastructure and scalability. But identity, privacy, and security use cases are also qualified. And since ZKVM is so general purpose, we want to support builders' imagination. So any project that meets criteria of using ZKVM Bonsai or ZK coprocessor can be considered. So this is QR codes, first QR code for Bonsai API keys. So please scan to apply. So without it, you can use only Bonsai in developer mode, which is also fine. The second link is Bonsai documentation, and the third link is ZKVM documentation. Oh, I'll keep for a couple of seconds. Okay. And our workshop, RISC-0 ZK coprocessor, will be on 25th of February at 4:10 p.m. And I'm really looking forward to see you in person. Bye, and good luck.
Participate Artala build bounty. First, I will introduce what is Artala. Artala is a general layer 1, just like Ethereum, but specifically it's for feature-rich protocol. First, it's a dual VM blockchain. It's EVM plus WASM. So what is EVM here? It's EVM equivalent. So you can just deploy your smart contract just as before. You can keep your frontend and backend and Solidity smart contracts as before. And also, you can build another extension model to make your dApp stronger. So these extension models are written in JavaScript in WASM. And you can add advanced feature to make your dApp into a modular dApp. Currently, we only support assembly script, which is a subset of JavaScript. And in the future version, we also support Go and Rust. And also, the unique technology in Artala is Aspect programming. So Aspect here is what we call the extension model in WASM. And you can just customize and write your extension model throughout the transaction life cycle and customize your transaction life cycle. And it can work together with your smart contract to make your dApp stronger. So that's the whole overview of Artala technology. Basically, one word is that you can keep your basic logic and your dApp as before using EVM. And also you can customize, realize customized features using WASM in Aspect. So smart contract plus Aspect is become the modular dApp in Artala. So the bounty tax is also about Aspect as smart contract. So there are two tags right now. The first is deploy your smart contract. So you may already have your basic dApp, and you can build on-chain extension, what we call Aspect, to enhance it. And this on-chain extension are written in assembly script. So the price pool for this task is $6,000 with 3 winners. And the second task is we'll provide sample smart contract for you, and you can learn from this sample smart contract and also build on-chain extension to make it stronger. The price pool for this one is $4,000 with 2 winners. And Artala's team will assign an ideal mentor and tech support to provide remote 7+24 hours support for each participating team. So if you decide to participate, just join the support group by scanning the QR code here. Looking forward to meet you, and good luck. Thank you.
Hey, I'm Ryan with Threshold Network, and we couldn't be happier to sponsor yet again another year of ETHDenver. We've been supporting this amazing event since its inaugural year in 2018, and this year we are offering 15,000 in bounties for building with Threshold. So let's dive in. Threshold Network is a decentralized platform that provides a suite of Threshold cryptography services. Each service leverages Threshold cryptography to distribute sensitive operations across many independent nodes. This requires a threshold number of them, T of n, to cooperate. So this simple idea increases security and availability and reduces reliance on trusted parties. At the heart of Threshold Network are flagship services like TBTC, a Bitcoin asset bridge, and Taco, an access control plugin. Traditionally, critical operations such as signing, randomness generation, and access control require trust in a single entity. However, on Threshold Network, these functionalities are decentralized and trust minimized, ensuring robust security and integrity. With Threshold Network, the future of decentralized security is here. Let's dive in on Threshold Access Control, or what we call Taco. So Taco is a groundbreaking decentralized access control plugin for trust-minimized end-to-end encrypted data sharing and communication. This is all without any centralized point of failure. Taco empowers applications to safeguard sensitive data by enforcing decryption policies based on predefined conditions associated with the encrypted data. All this while managing access in a decentralized manner. Using threshold cryptography, Taco nodes on Threshold Network collaborate to decrypt data for recipients only when the specified conditions are met. This ensures access without compromising data integrity. Crucially, Taco operates with an end-to-end encrypted framework, ensuring that nodes cannot access the underlying data during this process. With Taco, applications can afford trust-minimized end-to-end encrypted and redundant access control to their users. Pivotal in today's data-driven landscape. Let's dive into TBTC. So TBTC is the bridge connecting Bitcoin to the world of decentralized finance. TBTC stands out as a revolutionary asset fully backed by Bitcoin on a 1-to-1 ratio. This enables seamless interoperability between the Bitcoin blockchain and DeFi applications. TBTC employs a randomly selected group of nodes on Threshold Network to secure deposited Bitcoin through threshold cryptography. This eliminates the need for centralized intermediaries. TBTC SDK simplifies access to the bridge's core functionalities, allowing developers to customize and easily integrate TBTC into their applications. With TBTC, Bitcoin holders can unlock the power of decentralized finance, tapping into a myriad of opportunities for lending, borrowing, trading, and more. All this while maintaining exposure to security and stability for the Bitcoin network. So once again, we have 15,000 worth of USDC for bounties building with any of the threshold technologies. If you're looking for us, you can go to discord.gg/threshold, or we're going to be in privacy land where we have a table. You can find us there, and we're happy to walk through how any of these can integrate into your project.
Good morning. This is Tabasco Developer Relations at Particle Network, and if you're watching this, it probably means that you're taking a look at our bounty at ETHDenver. This is one of the first years that we're doing our own bounty, and of course, we're really excited to be doing it. To start, Particle Network is the intent-centric modular access layer of Web3. Basically what this means is that we build various different UX-centric solutions aimed at reducing the barrier to entry in Web3 and hopefully contributing to a more consumer-friendly ecosystem. At the center of these solutions is what we call Smart Wallet as a Service. This is exactly what you'll be working with in this bounty. Smart Wallet as a Service essentially allows you to integrate things like social logins that then lead to smart accounts so that users can take advantage of rich programmable account structures within your application through accounts that they already have and that they're already familiar with. So for example, a user can log in with their Google or their email or their Twitter and start using your application through a smart account immediately. Now this bounty that we're doing is for a total of 10,000 USDC distributed among 3 different projects. Now the goal with this bounty is to basically promote mobile implementations of Smart Wallet as a Service. So mobile applications that are more consumer facing that implement Smart Wallet as a Service to take a user from having no account to being in a smart account in less than 2 or 3 clicks. We'd love to see more rich consumer-facing mobile implementations in the ecosystem, especially given how many consumers and general users exist on the mobile platform. So this is why this bounty is geared around that. 10,000 USDC to whoever can build the best mobile application that leverages Smart Wallet as a Service. This bounty will be judged primarily by our tech team, so myself, as well as our CTO and a few others. Of course, we're beyond excited to see what you build for this bounty.
Hey, I'm Daniel. I'm one of the co-founders here at Harpy. And at Harpy, we protect Ethereum users from hacks, scams, and theft. We're backed by some cool people like Dragonfly, Coinbase, and OpenSea. And we actually got started here at ETHDenver. We won a hackathon about 2 years ago. We got a chance to be on stage. We got a lot of public attention. And that kind of gave us a narrative to raise some money from these cool folks. So I'm happy to be back and actually presenting a bounty to help support some other builders into maybe building a product company or just advancing their careers in general. We're presenting a $4,000 bounty to integrate our API into your hackathon project. What does our API do? You plug in an address, like an Ethereum address, and you get back if they're a bad guy. Bad guy meaning if they're associated with theft, scams, if they're on a federally regulated list, assuming United States, if they've blackmailed people, if they've participated in money laundering. So all of those facts are kind of shown through our API. And by integrating our API into your project, you're eligible for this bounty. There's 3 criteria to this bounty. Number 1, we want it to be useful. So some real-world applications of our API is, for example, in a marketplace, preventing people from trading with people that have some suspicious flags on their account. Or in terms of just a protocol in general, preventing anyone with some malicious activity from even using your smart contracts or accessing your front end. So there's some cool use cases, and as long as you're not just adding our API and you're actually just using it for something cool, you'll be eligible for this part of the criteria. The second one is implementation, if you actually put it in your code. And then number 3 is creativity. If you create a use case for our API that we've never seen before, that'll give you a lot of points and probably bring you over the edge over other people that are competing for this bounty. So those are the 3 criteria: usefulness, implementation, and usefulness, creativity, and implementation. And I hope to see all of your cool projects, and hopefully you go beyond this hackathon and create something cool past it.
Hello to all the brilliant minds at ETHDenver 2024. I'm Eric Chen, co-founder and CEO of Injective Labs, where we're pushing the boundaries of DeFi with our cutting-edge blockchain technology. We're thrilled to be here at ETHDenver as a major sponsor, and we've got something incredibly special lined up for you, including an exclusive bounty program and a unique chance to connect directly with our team. Injective Labs is a core contributor to Injective. Injective is a blockchain built for finance, specifically designed to empower the next generation of DeFi applications. The latest breakthrough, EVM, is a testament to our commitment to innovation. It's an EVM-compatible rollup connected to Injective, enhancing scalability and security, making it an ideal playground for Ethereum developers like you. To celebrate the upcoming launch of EVM, we roll out the Built with Injective EVM bounty program. We're excited to invite anyone to join a revolution in the DeFi space. Whether it's DEXs, AMMs, lending platforms, NFTFi, GameFi, the possibilities are limitless. With $15,000 in USDC prizes, your groundbreaking ideas can earn the recognition and rewards they deserve. The Injective Labs team is here to support your journey from concept to deployment. We're eager to see your projects are innovative, sustainable, and impactful to the Injective ecosystem. But that's not all. You're also invited to our exclusive Builder Brunch on March 2nd. It's an exclusive chance for you to learn from the team and the vibrant ecosystem dApps through insightful talks, shared experiences, and one-on-one mentorship opportunities. It's a perfect setting to dive deeper into any EVM bounty program and get personalized support for your projects. You can find the registration link through @injective_x account or drop by the Injective Labs booth at the main conference venue. Join us to shape the future of DeFi starting at ETHDenver 2024. Explore Injective developer docs at injective.com to start your building journey. Excited to meet you all in person in Denver.
Hey everyone, it's Mary Camacho. I'm the executive director of the Holochain Foundation. And Holochain is a distributed technology. It's a peer-to-peer app development framework infrastructure that lets you build completely distributed peer-to-peer applications. What it does really is move the control, the trust, the transparency, all the things you love about blockchain into the application layer. And that's where the coordination and the collaboration between humans is really happening. So Holochain doesn't replace smart contracts, but it integrates smoothly with them. It uses a lot of the same tech, public-private key, cryptography, and that sort of thing that lets you seamlessly go between these technologies. It's how you decentralize all the other activities that are happening and gives you a data integrity layer at the application. Our bounty at ETHDenver this year, it's a $16,000 bounty, and we're giving one out, and it's for the development of an application. And the app is a grant giving app. So for how do you apply for, evaluate, and award grants to your communities? We want it built with Holochain and Rainlang. And Rainlang, if you haven't heard of it, they're a partner of ours, and they're a tool that makes smart contracts human readable. We know building with new technologies that you're not as familiar with can be challenging. That's why we have rad tools that help you with the lift. Essentially, we've got a rapid application development tool called our scaffolding. It's a lot like the Ruby scaffolding back in the day. It helps you get everything written at the command line and sort of spits out your back end and your front end framework with some other visualizations of how you can see your transactions, like your form submissions, happening in a playground tool. So really what it means is you can get peer-to-peer applications built with most of the work being in the front end, in the user design and development. So we have a lot of folks of our team and our core team, Rainlang's team as well, that are going to be at ETHDenver. And our core commitment is to help the BUIDL teams be as successful as possible. We have a large list of features describing what this can be because we have a huge vision to what peer-to-peer grant giving can be like in Web3. So we hope you are as excited as we are to get started with the next level of progressive decentralization. See you at ETHDenver BUIDL Days.
Hey there, we're Intuition Systems, and we believe that trust can scale. We're leveraging technology to foster trust through open access to information by building a flexible and open system for capturing and curating verifiable social wisdom. Intuition, also known as the Trust Protocol, is an Ethereum-based attestation protocol harnessing the wisdom of the crowds to create an open knowledge and reputation graph. Our infrastructure makes it easy for applications and their users to capture, explore, and curate verifiable data. We've prioritized making developer integrations easy and have implemented incentive structures that prioritize useful data and discourage spam. In bringing this new semantic web data layer to the decentralized web, we're opening the floodgates to countless new use cases that we believe will kick off a consumer application boom. To help better contextualize our vision, imagine utilizing universal login, where financial services, digital marketplaces, and publications all connect to you and not just your email. Or imagine your hard work, ideas, and clout right at your fingertips. Contractors, renters, buyers, sellers, customers, writers, you name it, can all easily move amongst communities without needing to start over. Imagine a world where feedback and customer experiences don't belong to the platform, but rather relate to the product, content, restaurant, or service being reviewed. No matter where you are on the internet, have access to the totality of experiences. And lastly, imagine a world where you own the lens which you experience the internet through. A world where at the click of a button, you can see the internet curated through the lens of someone else. Now, let's get into the bounties. We're grateful to be sponsoring 3 bounties this year, with a prize of $3,000 per bounty. To encourage participation, we'll award $1,000 to 3 winning teams in each category. The first bounty is for the versatility and ecosystem growth problem space, for teams to explore how to use our core product to solve problems across several Web3 domains. Our second and third bounties are for the interoperability and integration problem space, for teams to explore creative integrations of Intuition's core product into new or existing projects. And finally, the third bounty is for the development of new MVPs using Intuition primitives to solve real-world problems within the ETHDenver tracks. Our bounty team includes core contributors 0xBilly, Joji Kun, and JP. With experiences across and beyond Web3, our team is excited to support, evaluate, and learn alongside bounty participants. For detailed information about each bounty, please check out our live bounty links or visit us at booth 506. Have fun and good luck.
Hello, welcome to Definity's ETHDenver Hackathon Challenge for the Internet Computer. The Internet Computer is a layer 1 blockchain with superpowers that makes it very suitable for building blockchain applications. With its WASM execution engine, it can achieve 1 to 2 seconds finality, and with 400 gigabytes of storage per smart contract, at a storage cost of $5 per gigabyte per year, you can build complex applications on top of it. In addition, you can host your front-end entirely on the blockchain. It also has unique features, such as threshold ECDSA signing, which acts like an on-chain NPC that allows you to sign transactions for other blockchains. You can also use HTTPS outcalls to interact with Web2 services and RPCs of other chains. For example, you can broadcast or sign transactions to other L1, L2s, or fetch data from Web2 services such as Binance. You can build very exciting cross-chain DeFi applications, gaming applications, cross-chain governance applications, and much more. Check out our ETHDenver Hackathon challenges and build something fun. See you.
Hey everyone, my name is Kevin Jones, Developer Relations Engineer at EdgeNode working on the Graph protocol. I'm excited to talk to you guys about how you can get involved in ETHDenver and build on the Graph protocol by submitting projects for various hackathon bounties. The first is the best use of an existing subgraph. If you go to thegraph.com/explore, or if you go to thegraph.com and go to the hosted service, there's a number of subgraphs that have already been created by developers for lots of popular protocols that can easily be integrated into your front end of your application to display interesting data about blockchain. The second is the best new subgraph, or the best creation of a subgraph. We want to see new subgraphs for maybe new smart contracts or new applications that are being created on the Ethereum network. And so this is easy. You can go to thegraph.com/studio and you can actually initiate a subgraph there. You can also check out the graph.com docs, and there's a quick start there as well that will get you up and running really quickly to build a subgraph. We're looking for interesting ways that you use the subgraph, do different calculations inside of your subgraph, use the subgraph to their full extent. The third is a very new technology at the Graph, and that is substreams. We're very interested to see developers build on substreams and create interesting ways of using substreams in their projects. Substreams are a little more difficult, so it's probably the harder challenge, but it can easily be accomplished if you are a little familiar with Rust and you kind of understand the concepts of how blockchain data is indexed. It uses a new way of indexing called Firehose and substreams configurations inside of Rust. So definitely interested to see what you guys build, and we really hope that you have an enjoyable experience and that you enjoy building on the Graph protocol. We will have a booth at ETHDenver. Please stop by, come see us. We also have a workshop on the Graph and how to deploy a subgraph. So we would love to have you build on the Graph protocol. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, my name is Kevin Nielsen and I'm part of Moonbeam's DevRel team. We are thrilled to be returning for our third year of sponsoring ETHDenver. Moonbeam is a platform for cross-chain connected contracts. It's an Ethereum-compatible smart contract platform that's connected via general message passing to a huge number of different blockchains. This means that you can access features, users, and assets on any given chain. So rather than bridging from chain to chain in a disconnected fashion, you can interact with a single dApp on Moonbeam that's taking actions on multiple chains under the hood. As a dApp developer, this means that you can present to your users a powerful and seamless cross-chain experience that hides complexity from the end user. In the spirit of cross-chain, we've got an awesome open-ended bounty that we're funding with $10,000 in prizes. You can find all of the details on the BUIDLathon platform or on the ETHDenver website. But the TLDR is take any open source dApp and make it cross-chain with Moonbeam. This can be any new or existing single-chain dApp that's open source. You do not need to be the original creator of the dApp. However, if you've already built a dApp for ETHDenver, by all means, make it cross-chain and submit it to the ETHDenver Moonbeam bounty. General message passing, or GMP, is the key that enables you to build a cross-chain dApp. Moonbeam is integrated with Axelar, Hyperlane, Layer 0, Wormhole, and of course, Polkadot's native XCM, so you have a ton of different options. To send a cross-chain message, all you need to do is specify the destination chain, the contract address, and the action that you'd like to take. It's really that simple. Moonbeam, or the Moonbase Alpha testnet, can be either the chain sending the message or receiving the message. This means that the action can be dispatched from Moonbeam or from a remote chain taking place on Moonbeam ultimately. I want to leave you with a couple more specifics to point you in the right direction. We've got an extensive docs site at docs.moonbeam.network. We've also got a hacker's resource kit putting just about every link that you need into one place so that you can get started building quickly. To sum it all up, Moonbeam's bounty is about building cross-chain. Take any dApp and make it cross-chain with Moonbeam. Thank you so much, and we can't wait to see what you build.
My name is Slava, and I'm the CTO at drpc.org. drpc is your all-in-one RPC provider featuring an AI load balancer and a collaborative network of RPC providers, all designed to deliver superior performance in a cost-efficient manner. RPC data, while fundamental, may not always provide the most efficient access for applications. We believe that future extends beyond JSON RPC and requires the development of standards, not proprietary solutions. We see the best standard as open-sourced reference implementation, and we invite you to build one. We have set aside a total of $8,000 as a prize pool for this bounty, and we want you to build a data indexer for a chain of your choice, designed to accommodate various applications. A data indexer is essentially a tool that structures data to enhance its retrieval speed for some specific use cases. Think of NFT token indexer that allows you to easily get a list of all of your NFTs in one query, which is impossible using raw JSON RPC. Another example would be querying smart contract event logs with SQL, which is probably extremely hard to do efficiently, but would be extremely useful for dApp developers. While there are existing solutions for blockchain data indexing, they often come with complexity, making it challenging for users to set them up independently. We would like to prioritize simplicity, ensuring that anyone running a node can effortlessly run an index on the same server and use it for their apps. In summary, we are offering a bounty challenge to build a data indexer for blockchain data. The project should be open-sourced, effective, and efficient. And we can't wait to see what you come up with.
Hey everyone, the Fuel team is really excited to return to ETHDenver this year, offering more innovative technology for you to explore than ever before. If you're new to Fuel, here's a brief overview. Fuel is a specialized operating system designed for Ethereum rollups. We're tackling the scalability problem without compromising on decentralization or security. Fuel marks the new chapter for Ethereum Layer 2 solutions, moving beyond the conventional EVM frameworks, with features like parallelization, state-minimized execution, and interoperability. This year, we're thrilled to announce that we're offering up to $18,000 worth of prizes for those of you who are keen enough to build on the Fuel platform. For our first bounty, we're seeking out developers who are eager to develop on the Fuel blockchain but are unsure where to begin. We have numerous example applications that focuses on the blockchain, but we need your expertise to create beautiful front ends to showcase these great applications. For instance, one project could involve developing a front end for a decentralized exchange, demonstrating how users can swap between a variety of tokens on an existing UI. There are more examples available in our repository. The second bounty involves those who are wishing to dive deeper into the Fuel stack. We've introduced predicates, which are Fuel's approach to stateless account abstraction, and we're seeking high-quality, innovative ways to use predicates that we haven't thought of before. Use our Fuel gasless NFTs codebase as a starting point. I'm really looking forward to meeting all of you who are passionate about scaling Ethereum and driving the mainstream adoption of this technology. Come over, let's talk, and we can dive deeper into the world of Fuel. I hope to see you guys at ETHDenver.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the Wormhole Bounties and Prizes for the ETHDenver Hackathon. Before we go into the bounties and prizes, let's talk a little bit about Wormhole. Wormhole is a generic message passing protocol that enables communication between different blockchains. There's currently over 30 blockchains connected across 6 different runtimes, and we've already seen over 200 applications built on top of the Wormhole message passing protocol. The protocol has also transferred over $35 billion in value across over 1 billion messages. We are also very fortunate to be working with some of the top companies, brands, and protocols across the Web3 space and beyond. Now, this protocol enables a number of different use cases, which we're obviously not going to go into right now, but just to give you a hint and an idea what can be built. For instance, multi-chain governance, like with Uniswap and Moonwell, bridging and token transfers, which is kind of a well-known use case, for instance, the Mayan swap and the Portal bridge, and oracles can be built with Wormhole, for instance, like Pith. We are also more and more excited by natively cross-chain applications. You might have recently seen Pike and Synonym just launch, but there's a number of others in the works as well. Now, going into the bounties, we've prepared 4 distinct bounties for you. The first one, built with a Wormhole SDK v2. So you've seen the use cases that can be built. Go ahead and build something awesome with the SDK and provide us with the feedback. Cross-chain queries. Cross-chain queries is a feature to allows you to pull any on-chain data on demand. You go ahead and build something that would not have been possible without queries. The Relayer service used the Wormhole Relayer Engine SDK to build and deploy a service for relaying of transfers between chains. Now, the trick is open source the resulting relayer and provide a way for others to spin up the same service as easily as possible. And last but not least, the Wrapped Token Tracker. Build and open source a web app that provides information about wrapped token liquidity on any of the chains supported by Wormhole. You will be assisted during the hackathon by our mentor Ben, as well as 3 judges, Nikhil, Chase, and Maher. So that's it. Thank you very much. My name is Urban. Very happy to chat with everybody. Myself, the team, and many others will be at the Wormhole booth, as well as at our side event called Club Hologram on the 29th. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there, and happy hacking.
Hello, we're the Brevis team, and we'd like to introduce you to the Brevis Bounty, which offers a total of $10,000 to teams that can build data-driven DApp demos using our ZK coprocessor. To get started, you don't need any knowledge on how ZK works under the hood, and can easily build customizable computation logic with the Brevis SDK using Go. Introducing Brevis, a smart zero-knowledge coprocessor for blockchains. With only 3 simple steps, Brevis can empower DApps with powerful and trustless computation. Through Brevis, smart contracts can access the full history of on-chain data, such as states, transactions, and events, all completely trust-free. Brevis is then able to efficiently run computation on this ZK-verified data and can generate a ZK proof for the computation results. Finally, these results, along with the ZK proof, are submitted on-chain so that smart contracts can verify and utilize the results on any of the supported blockchains. This bounty is to encourage developers to create data-rich use cases by integrating our Brevis SDK into their DApps. Some examples of these use cases are data-driven DeFi, user-segmented LiveOps features, smart contract native risk control, or the creation of ZK bridges, social recovery wallets, or ZKDIDs. To help everyone better understand the core concept of Brevis and what you are able to build with it, here is a demonstration using Uniswap's V4 hooks, showcasing a VIP trading volume-based fee discount. Complete a trade to activate your VIP status. Once the trade is confirmed on-chain, you can activate the Silver VIP status to get a 20% discount on trading fees. To activate the Silver VIP status, the VIP discount hook queries a zero-knowledge proof from Brevis. Brevis will compute your WBTC USDC trades for the past 30 days and generate a succinct zero-knowledge proof of your total trade volume. After the sum volume proof is generated, you can then submit it on-chain for the hook contract to verify. You can also view the result of your ZK proof verification on-chain. As you can see, we have successfully verified our Uniswap sum volume proof in the hook contract. Once verified, you can trade with a 20% Silver VIP discount. Pretty cool, right? Brevis opens up a multitude of opportunities for you to explore. Are you ready to build your trustless data-driven DApp? Check out more info on the Brevis Bounty page. We look forward to seeing amazing projects and teams become long-term Brevis ecosystem partners, as well as candidates for our future developer ecosystem grants. Let's get building with Brevis.
Welcome builders to the LivePeer bounties. LivePeer makes it simple to add video playback and/or live streaming functionality to your application. It's built a global, decentralized network to efficiently transcode video at scale. And now we're leveraging this network for our next big bet, AI. LivePeer is offering bounties to hackers, building at the intersection of crypto and AI. Our first bounty, Feature Integration, wants you to push the boundaries of online video, integrating AI with LivePeer to build applications and tools for higher quality, more engaging and creative online video content. 3 winners will share a $10,000 prize pool. The second bounty, Early Stage Startup, seeks visionaries using AI to transform the online video and creative industry. One team will win the $10,000 prize, as well as gain insights and support from LivePeer's founders. The third bounty, Open Source Contribution, is not AI related, but instead focuses on a better delegation UI/UX, namely an improved staking experience on LivePeer with a seamless L1 to L2 transition. The prize for a one-click mainnet experience is $5,000. At LivePeer, we are not just building technology, we are a community of innovators. So what video-enabled AI app will you give rise to?
Hello, ETHDenver 2024. My name is Nick Pai, and I'm the CTO of Across Protocol. You probably know Across today as the cheapest and fastest cross-chain EVM bridge. But for this event, there's a plot twist. We'll be releasing the Across v3 smart contract upgrade in line with ETHDenver. So hackers will have a special opportunity to build on top of what we think is a very powerful platform. This upgrade will reinforce Across as an intent-based protocol and introduce some exciting new features, such as cross-chain token swapping. Before we get into the features, let's talk about the bounty. So we'd like to see some groundbreaking cross-chain products that built with Across. The Across Protocol bounty is $10,000 allocated to 5 winners. Our first prize is a $5,000 bounty. Second prize is $2,000, and 3 third-place prizes at $1,000 each. Projects may be submitted on testnets, preferably Sepolia, or they can just run locally. What we really want to see is a repository that illustrates your project and gives us a good understanding for how it works. For your UI, it can be web-based, it can be CLI-based, or something else more creative. What we're looking for are teams who can achieve implementing Across v3 for abstracted cross-chain execution. So let's talk about what Across v3 introduces. Across v3 is an extension to Across v2, which is the current bridge today, which means that the normal Across bridge experience of sending one token between different EVMs is still supported. Speed and cost will not be compromised. In fact, they'll be improved with this upgrade. Across Plus, otherwise known as composable bridging, is using Across to submit a deposit with arbitrary call data that will be executed on the destination chain. So this can be used to build a bridge and swap, bridge and mint, bridge and X, bridge and do any sort of action experience. And then the big new reveal is Across settlement. Across will now support cross-chain token swaps, so sending one token, like USDC, to another chain and receiving a different token, like ETH. So we call this Across settlement because Across settlement can be used to settle swaps across chains. And the front end that results in Across settled transactions could look kind of like existing DEXs today, but support cross-chain.
What's up, everyone? Carl DiClementi, head of DevRel at QuickNode here. We're excited to be sponsoring some bounties at ETHDenver this year to help you bring home some cash money. If you're unfamiliar with QuickNode, we are the blockchain development platform providing you all the tools you need to build Web3 solutions. We're offering 5 bounties this year for a total of $5,500. The bounties are extremely flexible, making it easy to mix and match with those from other sponsors. We have a number of exciting products here at QuickNode, and the bounties will simply be to demonstrate a functional and practical application leveraging each of our products. The bounties will be evaluated based on the significance of the problem being addressed, as well as the degree of enhancement and innovation applied to the capabilities of our products. The 5 bounties are as follows. 1, the most innovative use of the QuickNode NFT API, which provides you easy access to NFT metadata, transactions, and balance data on Ethereum. 2, the most innovative use of the QuickNote Token API, which provides you easy access to ERC20 token transactions, balance data, also on Ethereum. 3, the most innovative use of QuickNode IPFS, which offers gateway and pinning services for the interplanetary file system, a form of decentralized file storage used for censorship resistance and NFT media storage. 4, the most innovative use of Quick Alerts, our webhook notifications product that allows you to get notified of any on-chain activity you can imagine through simple query language. And the one that I'm most excited about is number 5, the most innovative use of our brand new Quick Streams product. Building scalable infrastructure to pull the data off the blockchain is usually extremely timely, but with Quick Streams, you can simply tell us the block range and data set you're interested in, and we'll feed the data directly to you. We think this product's going to make it dead simple for you to launch more sophisticated products in a short period of time, which is perfect for those at a hackathon. We'll be providing coupon codes to use all of our products for free. We're excited to see what you guys can build and wish you the best of luck. Happy hacking.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the one, the only ETHDenver extravaganza, brought to you by XMTP, the maestros of messaging in the wild, wild world of Web3. I am Fabri, your guru, your guide, and the go-to guy for all things developer relations at XMTP. And boy, do we have a show for you tonight. Now, gather around, tech wizards, blockchain buffs, and crypto enthusiasts, because we are diving headfirst in a treasure of opportunities that will have you coding, creating, and possibly changing your way to glory. And what's at stake, you ask? A total of $11,500 in bounties. Yes, you heard that right. First up, imagine a chat room where only the cool kids with the right tokens can enter. That's your first mission. Mix XMTP's group chat magic with Earthstack's sublime APIs, and boom, you could be part of $3,000. Next, ever thought about chatting and sending money as easy as sending emojis? Here is your chance. Send USDC transactions into XMTP chats for a slice of $2,500. Then we got alerts, but not the boring kind, but real-time blockchain event notifications straight into your chat. It's about staying ahead, informed, and maybe, just maybe, getting a share of $3,000. Last call. Farcaster frames are going nuts. Now we introduce you open frames. Think of chat messages that aren't just text, but can do stuff like voting, shopping, or playing games all within your chat window. And the price? Well, let's just say it's a portion of a rather handsome sum. $3,000 to be exact. We are on the lookout for ideas that make us laugh, cry, and hit the wow button all at once. Your creation should be the talk of the town for their innovation, usefulness, user-friendliness, and sheer brilliance. So, what are you waiting for? It's time to unleash your inner genius, disrupt the status quo, and maybe, just maybe, change the world of messaging forever. Remember, it's not just about the bounties. It's about making a mark, leaving a legacy, and having a great time doing it. Let the hacking begin, and may the odds be in your favor. Happy building, and here it is, to the magic of ETHDenver, the most unforgettable experience. Good luck, my friends, and happy hacking.
Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Hunter, a community strategist here at Offchain Labs, representing the Arbitrum Foundation here at ETHDenver's BUIDL Week Hackathon. Jumping right into it, what is Arbitrum? So Arbitrum is an Ethereum scaling solution comprised of Arbitrum 1, which is an optimistic rollup, as well as Arbitrum Nova, which is built using the AnyTrust technology. You could also consider Arbitrum the Arbitrum DAO, which is comprised of Arbitrum token holders, as well as a ton of community members that are actively building, developing, and even just using Arbitrum day to day. You could also consider Arbitrum the Arbitrum Foundation. But the key takeaway here is that Arbitrum is a mix of a ton of different projects, chains, and essentially this main idea of scaling Ethereum safely, securely, and of course, with the best technology available. That being said, why should you build on Arbitrum? One is that most builders, are based essentially on Arbitrum. So if you look at DeFi languages, for example, Arbitrum is actually the third biggest ecosystem by deployed projects. And of course, we're scaling Ethereum essentially beyond the EVM with the best technology available today, as well as available potentially tomorrow too. One ththing that I'm very excited to mention as well is, of course, the idea of not only having builders use Solidity to deploy in Arbitrum, but also Rust, C, C++, and many other WASM-based languages with the coming upgrade Stylus, currently on testnet and maybe mainnet this year. Who knows? So let's jump into the bounties. First bounty is to build a Stylus project. A description of this is pretty much kind of like I mentioned earlier, deploy an application on the Stylus testnet that takes advantage of Stylus's improved speed, cost, and performance. And in this case, it's actually writing smart contracts in Rust, C, or C++. Most likely you'll be writing your smart contract in Rust since that has the most tooling currently, but that'll be the first bounty. The second bounty is going to be best library or framework, or in this case, best use of the Arbitrum library. The description for this is creative use of one of Arbitrum's public SDKs, whether it's Orbit, Arbitrum, of course, or any of the other ones that are out there, in a novel use case or application, or creation of a new developer tool that interfaces with the Arbitrum tech stack. So getting beyond the app layer there for that one. The next bounty will be the best NFT project, essentially just building an application or an infra project to address NFTs as a use case, as well as best DeFi project. Similar in nature, build something in DeFi that happens to be the best. If you want any more details on any of the bounties described, feel free to contact us, whether it's at the booth or on Discord. We're more than happy to help and assist you in building on Arbitrum. Thank you guys, and we'll see you guys at ETHDenver.
Hi everyone, a huge welcome to ETHDenver this year. I'm Michael, co-founder and CEO of BUIDL Labs. For those of you that don't know us, Euler launched back in 2020 during DeFi summer, and by 2023 we've become the third largest lending protocol on Ethereum. This year we're back with a bang with the imminent launch of a new modular protocol called Euler V2. One of the core modules inside of Euler is this open source primitive that we launched recently called the EVC, or Ethereum Vault Connector. The EVC, the role of the EVC is to enable lending vaults to talk to one another so that borrowers can pledge collateral inside one vault for a loan of assets taken out of another vault. Unlike most lending platforms, the EVC enables a much wider variety of assets to be used as collateral. Users can use non-fungible tokens, IOU tokens for uncollateralized lending, or real-world assets, or a whole lot of other things too. So yeah, the EVC is a unified interoperability layer that lets builders build their own lending protocols, stable coins, yield aggregators, margin trading apps, and really a whole lot else. The reason it helps developers is because it abstracts away the core functionality, credit-based protocols, to allow builders to focus on the other advanced product features inside their products. Everyone who builds on the EVC brings more liquidity, more collateral options, more flexibility for end users. And the idea here is that this creates really powerful network effects in the long run for developers who build new protocols on top of the EVC. So what do we want you folks to build? Well, there's $10,000 up for grabs over 2 projects. And we do anticipate there'll be future grants and funding available too for the best projects. We've suggested 2 things that might be fun for you to try to build. The first one is an operator. One of the things the EVC allows for is for people with positions on Euler to delegate responsibility to external contracts to implement conditional orders on their behalf, custom liquidation flows, and other things. So a simple example might be to implement a stop loss function or take profit function for a borrower who's gone long or short on the market. The second option is to build an EVC compliant ERC 721 vault. So possibly something similar to ERC 4626, but instead for NFTs and non-fungible tokens. This would allow users to use NFTs as collateral. So for example, to borrow against their Bored Ape loan. If you go to evc.wtf, you'll find out how to get started. There's tutorial videos on there and a really useful repo on GitHub called the EVC Playground, that gives you loads of template vaults to take a look at and to get started from. So yeah, good luck, get creative, and may the best teams win.
Hey ETHDenver, I'm Jesse Pollack, the creator of Base, the layer 2 incubated by Coinbase. Super excited that you're building on Base. We are working to bring the next billion users on chain by supporting the next million of builders to create incredible products. And we're so excited that all of y'all are coming to ETHDenver to build with us. We are offering 3 bounties totaling up to about 12 ETH or $25,000. And these bounties are designed to push builders' creativity, help them think about new use cases, make UX simpler, because we really think that in order to get those next billion users on chain, we need to make really, really high quality apps that everyday people want to use. Our team who's going to be evaluating those bounties is Ryan Nitz, who runs our developer relations, Carl Fluke, who's the solutions architect at Coinbase, and Taylor Caldwell, who's a developer relations engineer at Base. And we have 3 bounties. So the first bounty is about consumer apps. So we'd love to see you build an incredible consumer product. Really think about Base as your canvas where you can show your creativity and build something really amazing. The second bounty is about using smart contract wallets and integrating the Base Paymaster to enable gasless transactions or creating an open source library that makes it easier for people to transact and build with account abstraction. Really anything that leverages smart contract wallets to build better experiences either for developers or users is eligible. And then the third bounty is we want to make it easy and see you make it easy for individuals, teams to donate or receive funding for public goods contributions or charity. This is something that, again, we want to be secure, easy to use, and something that can make it really easy for folks to use USDC for donations or public goods funding. All of these bounties, we're going to be judging based on how user-friendly the applications are, how well the features work, how innovative and unique the idea is. And when we're evaluating the presentations, we're also going to be looking for structure and clarity. And so we're really excited that you're here at ETHDenver, really excited to see what all of you build, and really excited to work together in the months, years ahead to bring 1 million builders and 1 billion users on chain. So get hacking. We'll be here watching, waiting, excited to see what you build.
Hey builders, my name is Atos, and I'm the product director of ZK Pass. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about what ZK Pass is, how it can be used, and what sort of bounties do we have for ETHDenver. So, what is ZK Pass? ZK Pass is a private data verification protocol that provides the apps with the ability to use private data from off-chain data sources as a dependency in their code. So think of us as Chainlink's data oracle, but instead of retrieving off-chain data from a publicly available data source, we're able to retrieve and verify off-chain data directly from the user. So in layman terms, ZK Pass acts as a witness between the connection of you and a data source. We deploy cryptographic tools like multi-party computation and customized schemas to ensure that a node couldn't access the data itself. And then we deploy tools like zero knowledge to then generate proof to prove cryptographically that the data do in fact exist within the account of the source. And that proof would be in a form of condition, being, for example, the age variable from an ePassport data source that is greater than the value of 18, proving that you're a legal adult, or the latest transaction ID from your Uber that is not equal to null, proving that you at least had one ride with Uber, and also even the status of your latest flight from trip.com, proving that your flight got delayed. This newly available information can be added to a business logic. For example, proof of human solutions using Uber trips, like the latest campaign with Linea, or on-chain flight insurances, like the bounty we're asking you to do right after. There really is no limit to how this is used, and it enables tons of new business opportunities and ideas that would have been impossible before. So for our bounties, we're looking for teams to build some of the quintessential use cases that we think is the best portrayal of the newly enabled solutions with our protocol, including the on-chain flight delay insurance, a decentralized trip advisor, a decentralized Uber, a privacy-preserving KYC solution. And we've also provided a surprises bounty for any ideas not on the list. I'll definitely be somewhere around the venue, so if you see me, feel free to come and say hi. We're extremely excited to see what you guys can build and would be very willing to incubate any projects with potential even after the hackathon. Yeah, so good luck, builders, and hack on.
Secret Network is an L1 that also offers privacy as a service to other chains. And Secret is offering a bounty for confidential computation through cross-chain communication. For this bounty, build a simple dApp on an EVM chain of your choice and connect it with a contract on Secret Network to utilize confidential computation. You can access these privacy tools from anywhere that you want to build. When it comes to use cases, think about private voting, sealed bid auctions, private randomness with Secret's RNG API, anything that could benefit from some private encrypted data. And to be eligible for the $5,000 prize pool, you will launch an MVP on testnet or mainnet. First place gets $2,500, second place gets $1,500, and third place takes home $1,000. We really believe that privacy is the ultimate blank canvas for builders like you. It's a bigger and better creative landscape for you to do what you want to do. So thank you for hacking and good luck. Phoenix is an L2 with fully homomorphic encryption on-chain. We're offering bounties for applications using confidential computation through our fully homomorphic libraries. Integration can be as simple as adding a few lines of code to your favorite Solidity contract. Potential use cases include private governance, encrypted state gaming, sealed bid auctions, private DeFi protocols, encrypted machine learning, or anything that could benefit from encrypted data. To be eligible for the $5,000 prize pool, you will launch an MVP on testnet and submit your GitHub repository. First place gets $2,500, second place $1,500, and third place $1,000. We believe that composable privacy is the new frontier for builders like you. So join Phoenix in pioneering what's possible.
Hello, BUIDLers. Welcome to Fluence Bounties unveiled for BUIDLathon 2024. I'm Bernhard with Fluence Labs, and I'm here to talk a little bit about the Fluence protocol and, of course, the bounties we have available for you this year. So Fluence is an open protocol that enables secure, verifiable, and decentralized serverless compute on decentralized physical hardware. So you can think of it as Amazon Lambda or Azure Functions, fully decentralized, but not only that, but actually executing on decentralized data centers. So that really eliminates the need for centralized cloud operators, brings huge cost savings to the table for your applications, and improves on many of the attributes we don't like about central providers, including single points of failures, all the way to risk mitigation and with respect to deplatforming and censoring. The Fluence protocol is built on a layered stack. libp2p for networking. Aquamarine brings you the off-chain compute. It's important that compute itself is off-chain. Brings you Nox, brings you a peer that hosts and serves the cloudless compute deployments. We have IPC blockchain we're super stoked about for the compute economics and proof verification. And we have Ethereum for the DAO governance. And there's going to be a set of tools and SDKs for you, the developers, and of course the providers to do what you need to do, including participate in this hackathon. So what do you do with Fluence cloudless functions? You build verifiable data networks. You automate DeFi, you create real-time data pipelines, and so much more. With that said, let's dive into the hackathon. We have workshops on the 25th and the 27th, and we have a total of 25,000 USDC available for 5 tracks, 5,000 USDC each for a track. The first track is create, deploy, test, and execute Fluence functions. You go through this, you're eligible for 5 1,000 USDC prizes. The second bounty is improve your dApp with decentralized RPC. Fluence provides a FRPC, which is a substrate built on top of Cloudless Stack, and allows you to decentralize RPC endpoints as a service. You build that, you configure it, you use it in your dApp. You're eligible for one of 5 prizes, USDC 1,000. You integrate Fluence with Ceramic, either Stream or ComposeDB, to bring read-write data management to an otherwise stateless function. And you do that, you're in for 2,500, 1,500, or 1,000 USDC. Use EIP 4844, its experimental blob for state management. Demonstrate the read-write capabilities, gives you 2,500, 1,500, or 1,000 prize access. And then you can push it a little bit, either to port TSS multi-party ECDSA crate to Fluence or the Halo 2 crate to Fluence and demonstrate its use, and you're eligible for 2,500, 1,500, 1,000 prizes. As I said, we have workshops, bounty, repos, all this good stuff. Reach out, stay in touch. We'll be there, attend the workshops, and we're looking forward to seeing you in Denver. Thank you so much. Cheers.
Hi, this is Inko, an EVM with fully homomorphic encryption. So what is fully homomorphic encryption? It's a cryptography that enables you to do computation on top of encrypted data without having to decrypt. The space we're tackling is confidentiality. Have you noticed that currently in crypto, you can only build use cases that make sense on a transparent database? But this is not how Web 2 works. For us, we want to enable the rest of the use cases that require some confidentiality, including games, DeFi, or any other tools. We have integrated FHE into an EVM called FHEVM, so you can build your smart contract in Solidity and have access to a hidden type called EUInt, where you can store a hidden integer. You can do computations on top of these hidden integers, such as adding or subtracting by using the keyword TFHE. You can also generate a random hidden integer using tfhe.randEuint8 that can be used for games and card games. An example use case is a fully on-chain math game where you can generate a hidden role and store them as a struct for whether you're the doctor, killer, or detective. We are compatible with the existing Ethereum toolsets, and you can get started within 10 minutes using Hardhat, Remix, and MetaMask. The FHEVM supports a wide array of operations and comparisons, so you can add, subtract, multiply, divide, also do right shift, left shift. You can also do comparisons. So this creates a room for you to really unleash your creativity and explore various ideas within DeFi, gaming, and others. So for this hackathon, we have 3 bounties, 2,500, 1,500, and 1,000. And you also get a chance to be part of our BUIDL program. There are 3 criteria for judging. The first one is relevance to confidentiality. There are a lot of use cases that aren't possible on public blockchains that I would like to see you build on Inco. The second is creativity. And lastly, it's the completeness. I'd like to see a functional code. And if you have a UI for demo, we can give you bonus points. You can join a Discord group to ask any technical questions or just get feedback from our team members. We also have a Notion page of ideas that you can also get inspired from. In terms of submission, we'd like to see the list of team members, a 5 minutes max of video demo and walkthrough, and also a short description of the project and the components that are actually using FHE or confidentiality. We look forward to seeing your submissions, and best of luck.
Hi, I'm Sasha. I'm a developer advocate here to present the Polkadot bounties for this year's ETHDenver. Polkadot is a network that provides flexible block space for all sorts of Web3 applications, offering a cost-efficient, fast coprocessor and data availability layer. It's designed to secure and connect hundreds of application-specific blockchains, powering real-world business cases, some of which you'll learn about at the Polkadot booth. Beyond that, it's the people's network. And one of the most outstanding things about Polkadot is it's home to one of the world's largest on-chain decentralized autonomous organizations, completely self-governed by the native currency, DOT itself. For example, I'm just an ecosystem agent funded by the Polkadot treasury, not a company, but a network protocol. So why Polkadot? Polkadot is an ecosystem whose North Star is to bring accessibility and resilience to the Web3 application stack, with light client support available for any user-facing web app. It's brought the world Substrate, a modular framework to build app chains designed to inherit Polkadot's shared security. It's brought OpenGov, a mechanism allowing any DOT holder to vote on proposals that consist entirely of code, capable of trustlessly executing a proposal's outcome. Proposals like core protocol upgrades, treasury spending, onboarding new on-chain collectives, like the Technical Fellowship, an on-chain collective with a governance body of experts elected to steward Polkadot's core development, whose members are paid for by the protocol itself. Why these bounties? Because we want to support you in bringing fresh, new ideas into the arena of innovating with battle-tested decentralized tech. With a total prize pool of $9,000 worth in rewards, our bounty team is made of expert mentors and builders from the ecosystem to help you submit killer ideas. And we want to welcome you to join one of the largest developer ecosystems in Web3. Top 10 submissions get the chance to apply for a fast-track interview to the Polkadot Blockchain Academy and receive ongoing support from the Substrate Builders program. These bounties are designed to inspire builders in 3 main areas: innovating with the Polkadot SDK, creating new ways to interact with Polkadot, and creating tools to help developers build on Polkadot. So on behalf of the community, we're really looking forward to seeing your submissions. See you at BUIDL Week.
All right. That is a wrap. That is every single bounty video that we've had for this year. There are still a handful of sponsors that are still working on a video that will be eventually added to the site between now and the start of ETHDenver's BUIDLathon on Friday at 10 a.m. So what I will do now is oh, hello, Drew. You're back. Hello, Drew. Can you hear me? Nope.
Hello? Check.
Hello?
1 2
Hello?
1 2. Hello?
1 2. There you are. You're back.
Hey.
Oh, I'm gonna get rid of this. All right. So that was all the bounties. And what I'm gonna do now is we actually made the actual bounties live. So if you go to DevFolio, so ETHDenver 2024.devfolio.co, all the prizes are now listed on DevFolio's website. I'm just working to get this up here. And then it's also available now on ETHDenver.com. Under the BUIDL tab, you can actually see bounties and you can actually sort through everything. So I'm trying to get my screen up here. ETHDenver. All right, so let's go here. I'll put us down in the corner here. All right. So we have, there's still 3 days. Well, it's like 4 days until this event begins, which is crazy.
What?
But right now prize pool is at 877. There's like I said, there's still a good amount, about 100,000 in there that's supposed to be coming in from more sponsors. But you have the ability to just click and scroll. Now, this might be a little challenging to kind of go through everything. So you also have the ability to go to ETHDenver.com, and I'll take you through that. So if you go up to BUIDL, official bounties, it should be live. Oh, someone's missing a link. There we go. So we'll get that link here fixed here in a moment. But here you can see all the sponsors that are participating. Everything's ranging from the very beginning all the way to the end. And then down here you have the ability to sort by category. So over here on the side, if you want to see all the feature integrations, you can just click and scroll and everything's in here. You could, if you want to look at launch an MVP, you got all the various projects in here. If you want to look up something specific, so like Chainlink, you can like click and then go into it. When you click on the bounties, you can see all the info about how many projects, how much money, what type of category, what the website is. It outlines all the details about what's required to complete the bounty, what does success look like. We really tried to ask sponsors to really clarify, so it should be super, super clean. We had an amazing bounty team, so shout out to the bounty team this year. Consisted of about 12 different people, ranging from brand new developers all the way to some OGs in the space. They looked through it, they rated everything, gave feedback to sponsors. Sponsors went back in. So hopefully, our hope is that everything is really clear and it's easy to understand exactly what it is that they're looking for and what are the judging criteria that they're going to be looking for. So when you look through this, you'll also see like the judges. If you click on like the link video, you can actually see the bounty video that's linked up on YouTube. But yeah, so you have all your links here. If you want to look at it on the DevFolio site, you can just go to the DevFolio site and it's there as well. So pretty exciting because this is all up here now and it's all ready to go. So, but like I said, handful, about it's like 6 or 7 more sponsors coming on board. And then there's like a whole nother thing that we're doing with ZK. So should be fun.
And just to clarify, where's the best place to find that link, Jason? We're getting some questions in the comments.
Yeah, so I just noticed that when we updated the website just a moment ago, that it's not actually linked to the page. So I'm updating it right now.
Thank you.
So give it a couple minutes, and then it will be up. Not even a couple minutes, couple seconds. So
seconds. All right, Siri, start the timer.
Start the timer, Siri. And there we go. So if you refresh the page, it should now on ETHDenver's website. It's there, and then it's also still on DevFolio. But yeah. So a couple last minute things here. I'm just gonna pull this out here, and let's put us over here on the side. So again, if you haven't looked, we did a whole video a couple weeks ago talking about the best practices. These are just some helpful tips as you prepare for coming and starting to work on your project. Is just make sure you're hitting the deadlines. Figure out what team formation options do you want. Do you want to present on one of the stages in front of the community? Do you want to just work on a bunch of individual projects with just a team working on sponsor bounties, or do you just want to work solo? It's up to you. Consider all your track options. So if you're going to participate in the ETHDenver tracks, you want to make sure that you're keeping your options open, because if you, for example, go for the infrastructure track, you're more likely going to be going up against 100 projects, whereas some of the other tracks may not have as many projects submitted to it. So just something to keep in mind. The other thing is technical and specificity. Judges this year are very heavily focused on tech. So I'd say I think it's about 80% of people that made it as a judge have a pretty well-versed background in the technical side, and they're going to be looking at the technical and the product itself. The next thing is really looking at the UI UX. We're really trying to push to make sure that our projects that we're seeing on Sunday and even on Saturday are amazingly from a user interface, user experience process. Again, if you are participating in the BUIDLathon track, submitting to an ETHDenver track, you have the option to have one extra team member that's solely focused on design. So UI UX. So if that's all that they're doing, you can have a team of 5. So you could have 3 developers and 1 project manager and a UI UX person, but pretty cool. Next little tip is a rounded team. Again, you could go the 2-person team or you could go the 5-person team. It's entirely up to you what you want to do. Next tip is prepare for payments. Now, this is something that we've been trying to remind people of. If you are in the United States and you are US based, you will, if you earn anything over $600 US, because this is a competition. It's considered individual income. You will have to complete a tax form. If you are from outside the United States, you're going to want to make sure you have an ITIN. So an ITIN is something that you can get for free through the IRS, and that will allow you to claim your taxes in your country instead of having to claim them in the United States where the IRS wants 30%. So really important. And I'm sure people will forget about it. And if you do forget about it, we did make sure that the bounty claim period allows you the extended amount of time that it typically takes for the IRS to provide that ITIN. It typically takes 7 weeks. Most cases these days, it's 4 to 7 weeks. But in the event that you mess up and you actually submit your ITIN request form, say on the 11th of March, you technically have 2 periods to get it right. If you don't do it within that, then it's a 30% withhold. Last thing, DevFolio again is the platform that we're on. So ETHDenver 2024.devfolio.co. If you go there, you want to make sure that you apply to BUIDL after you've already applied and been accepted to attend ETHDenver. On DevFolio's site, you'll find very similar information that we have on ETHDenver.com. It lists all the bounties, it lists all the mentors, it lists judges, it lists schedule, and the schedule is going to get updated here in the next couple hours, and we'll start rolling out some other things. If you're looking for a team and you want to get connected, you can head to the Discord channel, and Discord has like a bunch of channels that Drew and his team are setting up. So that way you all can connect and be engaged with each other. Let's see. These are just some related resources. But for the most part, I think, this is some additional details. Kind of look schedule, but pop in some QR codes here. So if you're looking for the best practices video that Drew and I recorded a couple weeks ago, the QR code in the top left corner, I think might be covered by my live button. But that will take you to the YouTube video of the best practices where we go through everything. If you're looking for the bounties, you scan that will take you to ETHDenver's webpage to see all the bounties. So that's helpful there. If you haven't yet applied to attend ETHDenver, the link up in the top left corner now, that will allow you to apply to attend the event. Our registration and application stewards, they're on a roll. I think the last time I heard, they were like completing applications in like 4 hours or something. I think it was somewhere up there. It was really short. So get your application. You're good to go. Once you have been accepted to attend ETHDenver, that's when you can apply to BUIDL. So again, the applying to BUIDL is a separate application than ETHDenver. And so you want to get that done. Registration for that currently is set to basically the minute before the kickoff happens on Friday, February 23rd at 10 a.m. So lots of info, lots and lots of info. That was a very long stream. But hopefully everyone's is as excited as we are. Take a look, start looking at what it is that you want to build on. And just remember that the time to actually start building is not until February 23rd at 10 a.m. So you can look at all the bounties between now and that date, but the first time that you can actually start working on code to submit something is February 23rd at 10 a.m. So with that, I think that's about all that I got. So I think the last thing, because I know Ian would really appreciate this, is that if you have not yet downloaded Token Proof on your phone and you've added your ticket, please do that. You do not want to show up and not have it before you get in line, because you'll get pushed back out of the line. So make sure you get your Token Proof app downloaded on your phone, add your ticket to your phone, so when you go up, get your badge, it's scanned, you're ready to go. Also, super, super important, make sure that when you apply for DevFolio, that you're using the same email address that you use for Token Proof, because your BUIDLer badge is associated to the Token Proof, and it is utilizing DevFolio's platform to validate. So if they're different, it's going to require a manual process to get you BUIDLer identification. So you want to make sure that you do that from the get-go. So, Drew, anything else before we jump into additional meetings to get ready for Friday?
No, I think you did a great job in wrapping that up. It's been so fun to go through this live stream for the last couple hours. If you've been here the entire time, thank you so much for hanging out with us and taking time out of your Monday. And if you're in the US, your President's Day, to just share the excitement that we have in bringing these bounties to life. I'm so excited to see the projects that come out of ETHDenver 2024. Who's going to be the next Harpy? You know, who's going to be the next big thing in crypto, in Web3, in blockchain? And I have a really good feeling that it's going to come out of this BUIDLathon. So, you know, LFB, I'll see you in the Discord, and I'll see you IRL this Friday. Registration opens at 8 a.m. on Friday, so get there early. And yeah, it's going to be an amazing, amazing week. Let's go.
All right. Well, with that, we're in Denver. I got to get to the venue, and we hope that you have a great rest of your day. Enjoy looking through all the videos. Enjoy looking through all the different bounties. Thanks to our amazing sponsors that have put up the 900,000 thus far for you guys. We're really excited about this. Again, make sure that you've applied to attend ETHDenver. Make sure that you've applied to BUIDL. We'll get those applications approved, and we'll see you on Friday.
See you soon.